Bonjour, bienvenue. Hello, my beautiful souls. This is the weekly summarize what we went through on this week from Monday to Sunday. Let's summarize it. What's going on? I will not spread cards because I spread these cards already. You can find on them on Instagram. You can find my Instagram account in the pinned account, so you can read the full description of all the cards what I will mention here today in the summarizing. I decided to make this summarizing because then we can see our developing, how we are developing ourselves during a process. Prediction videos for the weeks, many on YouTube. I didn't want to make the next one since I am kind of a weirdo. I'm deciding I'm always going just against the mainstream. So I'm summarizing right now that what was this week result, how we ended this week, where did we start this week, and where did we end of this week based on our development. Definitely. Let's jump into it immediately without further ado. Of course, the first card what we had on Monday. The spread what I'm using right now is called the chakra spread. So this is a 7-card spread, definitely related to the 7 chakras. That's why it's called chakra spread. And each and every card related to one chakra and the subject of the chakra. Monday as root chakra, we had the Lovers. Absolutely, we had the Lovers. This was the base of our of that week. What does it mean? The root chakra. What was the security and the foundations for this week? For this week with the Lovers, our foundation was to make a decision based on heart. And if you remember, this was the sentence of this day was, I have to do, doesn't matter how difficult it is. And we needed to make a decision, something on it. We don't know what, but we needed to make a decision, or at least I don't know. Hopefully you know that what was the decision what you made based on your heart. And doesn't matter how difficult it was, but you made it probably successfully based on what we went through on this week. Root chakra is the first chakra. It's related to having a connection to earth, and in this way officially there is no astrological relation with the chakras, so freely everyone can associate anything. From my side, I would say, since it's root and related to the earth, then all the earth sign belongs to here. So the cardinal Capricorn, the fixed Taurus, and mutual Virgo. Just because the Lovers is Virgo, Gemini, Virgo, Mercury card, so the earth is here related to that. This was a decision-making day of our that we made something decision based on our heart. Then we went to Tuesday, and Tuesday is the sacral chakra, and we had the moon. Moon is a sacral chakra. Sacral chakra, it's emotion, it's a watery chakra. Absolutely. Fun fact, the moon card, it's a Neptune Pisces card, which is the mutual water sign. Just simply, but from my side, I put here all the water signs. So the cardinal Cancer, the fixed Scorpio, and the mutual Pisces I put here as well. And here it was our creativity, our emotion. How is it connecting to the moon? The moon was the unknown path, the totally unknown path, what we don't know where we go, how we get out. This was the with the example with the dark forest. And it was the day when we needed to use the creativity that, okay, I'm on this path, but how I need to go through on this path. And this was the sentence for this day, that do not forget that you are protected, and see the branches, because you do not see the branch, you do not see the tree because of the branches. So here was the task, to see the whole tree, even the whole forest we could see. Okay, so this was our Tuesday card. And as I mentioned, from my side, since it's emotion, this is a watery chakra. If you're making chakra yoga, then you know that this is the part when you water, you need to float with it. So this is the chakra, and I put here, or I am classifying with or the water sign, as I mentioned, and with the moon as a Neptune Pisces card is definitely a watery card, absolutely. Then we went to Wednesday, and this was the solar plexus chakra day, which is just the fire, absolutely the fire. This is the action, this is the doing, and we had the Wheel of Fortune, which if we are connecting to the fire, then all the fire sign belongs to here. So from my side, from the cardinal Aries, fixed Leo, and the mutual Sagittarius. Fun fact again, the Wheel of Fortune's card planet is Jupiter as the ruler planet of Sagittarius. So the fire we have here as well. And here we had the time for change, and probably on Monday we made the decision that okay, then I will not interact. I let see the life, the universe, God, to show me that where I need to be, what I need to do, and how I need to do whatever it was. And when we made the decision on Monday, then on Tuesday we realized that we have no idea how we need to do it. This how we can let the decision making, the interaction, not to do. And on Wednesday we realize it's simply the do not act, and we let it go. We let take over to the decision, the help to universe, to God, to force for the life that let's guide me, and this was a time for change. Then we went to Thursday. This was the heart chakra, the Thursday. And on Thursday, we had the Judgment card. Judgment card, this is the awakening, absolutely. And on Thursday, just because this is the heart chakra, and astrologically, the heart belongs to the sun. So from my side, I would say this is a Leo sun card. No, it's not a Leo sun card, but the heart, it's a Leo sun from my side. And in the heart, on Monday, we had the lovers make a decision based on heart. And probably on Thursday, this decision reached our heart that it's better to not to making a decision and let the life and the universe to make the decision and show us where we need to go. And we were awakened. Judgment is always awakening. We see that we have the possibility to lead our life, that our destiny, our fortune is in our hand. And this was the day when we realized that. And from that moment, I think everyone just let it to happen what it should happen, and not really interacted with that. As a Leo, it was about us personally, each and every one of us as an individual. It was about us, pretty much independent. I would say that you were not in. Maybe you were, I don't know, but we were not really involved by our neighborhood, I mean, environment, as family, neighbors, colleagues, because we made this decision by our own, because of our own good. That on Friday, we had the one and only not major arcana card, the King of Swords. King of Swords is the communication, cleaning the throat chakra, letting say out the truth, or at least what we feel, or what we are saying. Truth, logic is also there. Astrologically, if I want astrology relate to anything, then astrologically the throat belongs to Taurus, and also because it's a communication, it's talking, then it's also Mercury, Gemini Mercury involved here. So Taurus, Venus, and Gemini Virgo could be involved here if you want to say it. And then I mentioned on Friday each and every card, just because I have possibility for five info card put here. The main ones I will put here. Friday will be one of it, which is a very important card because it's about the communication. Sword is about the communication as well. That was the card, but it says that be authentic. Authentic. When you're authentic, then you're telling the truth, even for yourself. You are telling the truth. And this is a moment when I told you that when you're lying yourself, then the King of Swords will knocking on your head that, hey, you are lying, and you will realize that you're lying. And since the throat chakra, you will let it say out loud. Absolutely. So, and it's interesting that it's Friday. It was Friday. Friday, it's a Venus day at least. And the throat, it belongs to Venus because of Taurus as well. So maybe Venus with the throat and not the Mercury. But just because right now I just realized this one. Then we're going to Saturday. On the Saturday, this is the third eye chakra. I think it's here. It's the third eye chakra, and we have the world and our intuition. Because of third eye intuition, maybe we started to use our intuition. Maybe we learned our intuition, and this was our task in this period. I don't know since when, to learning our intuition. Since the moon, it's a very intuitive card. With the Pisces, Neptune, it's a very intuitive card as well. Nevertheless, the King of Swords could be intuitive as well. With the code logic. So with the world, with the third eye, that we are realizing that how the intuition is working, what we can do with our intuition, how is it working, what you can do with the intuition, how you can work together with the intuition. Accomplished. This was the day when the sentence was that I have done, I have made. Yeah, I'm done. And probably this was the day of Saturday when we, each and every one of us, hopefully, realized that, yeah, okay, this is how the intuition is working. Then it's coming something thought, which is something thought, and it was not shouting. The world is a relax. You see that? I hope you see. If not, then you can go to my Instagram account with the world, and the guy's not doing anything, just on the grass and laying back almost. Everything gets relaxed, and then probably you realize that your intuition is never shouting. You're just coming, very even whispering something. It's not loud, never loud, but it's always a calm sound in your head. You thought something, and maybe you realize, okay, this is intuition, this is the recognition of this, and okay, this is how is it working. Then we're going to today. A few hours ago, I was spreading this card for you guys, and this is the full, our Friday, our Sunday guest, as I mentioned that, and with the full that we're starting a new cycle. Now we know how our intuition is working. Now we know that how we can let the things happen by their own for our good. And now we are going to having experiences that what does it mean to working with the intuition? What does it mean to let the universe to do its job for us, for our good? And the Sunday is the crown chakra. Definitely, this is the crown chakra with the sun, as we say that because Sunday, sun day. This is related to the sun. It's absolutely anything above all. This is everything which is moving around the sun. However, the crown chakra, it's pretty much about it's a spiritual. It's a very spiritual one, and that's why even could be the sun. Astrologically can relate by the sun as a spiritual leader. Ra in ancient Egyptian was a spiritual leader and god as well. So this is how we can connect to the sun. Also, I can connect as a spirituality. If the crown chakra, we are talking about the spirituality, then definitely Pisces, Neptune. Definitely a Pisces, Neptune. And as I mentioned for you, that Fool, it's the Fool and the World, they are not belong to any astrological sign. They are free. He is free because he's calmed already and done. and he's free, because I don't know anything yet. I don't know anything yet. And this was our full beginning. A new experience is waiting for us, and we will see in the next week that how the things moving further on. At least that we are starting a new cycle. Definitely we're starting a new cycle today, from today, at least from today. So as I mentioned, I can put 5 info cards here. The King of Swords will be one of it. The rest I don't know at the moment, but I will put five of the previous this week's video. I will 5 here to check which was the main point. Probably Wheel of Fortune will be there as well. And also you can check on my Instagram account. In the pinned comment you can find my Instagram account and read that what are these cards meaning individually, and maybe there are some information what you can pick up or what you can use for your own good and understand much more what was going on with you. So this was this week, 18th, I think 12th to 18th or something, or 11th, 12th, I think, 12th to 18th January. We went through a summarizing that what happened with us, how happened with us, what we went through. Let me know in the comment that which was the day which is pretty much was synchronized, the cards, the actions, even with the chakras, that what happened to you. I'm very curious at how is it working. Just interesting things that I'm watching other tarot readers as well, and for that day I'm checking the pretty new updates and the new videos which was published today at least, or Saturday evening for Australia. They are already have Sunday evening or something. I don't know. With the time zones, I'm not really good, to be honest. So which were published today, and many of them, if not all of them, were mentioning that something new begins. When we are ready to having this new one, just as an interesting thing, that not that I am the one and only who is telling that something new is coming. Pretty much it seems that it's something new is coming based on tarot cards and based on astrology as well. Okay guys, thank you for being with me in this summarizing video. From tomorrow I'm starting to recording the prediction videos for 2026 Aquarius season, and start to publishing as well, and then you can check that what you can expect in 2026 Aquarius season. Let's come and join. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and leave a comment. Let me know that which day, which card was synchronized with you, and you did what you thought you need to do. Even on Friday with the King of Swords, you were telling the truth for yourself, or Wednesday with the Wheel of Fortune, that you let it to everything happen and you told it, no, I don't want. Let's make solid by the universe, or something like that. Okay. So thank you for being with me once again. I wish you a very happy Sunday right now, and a very joyful next week. But we'll see from tomorrow that what we will have and how we are going further on with these developing situations. Okay, thank you for being with me once again. Merci, belle journée, au revoir.